This week on The Grind, we're talking about spring sports.
And ordinances.
And the ugly truth.
Stay tuned.
Hello everyone, welcome to The Grind. I'm Anna Skemp.
And I'm Bennett Freitag. For many of us, the delay of springtime weather has put a damper on our activities. The recent snow that we've seen this April came as an unpleasant surprise to students here on campus, and in particular, our springtime athletes.
That's right, Bennett. Many of the softball and baseball games have been canceled or delayed due to the weather conditions this April. CSB and SJU's spring sports should be in full swing by this time, but instead the sports have struggled to start up the season. CSB and SJU sports such as track, baseball, softball, and rugby have been sharing practice times indoors and are really feeling the effects of the harsh weather.
To get the full story on how the weather has affected the sports teams, Joe Mellenbrook talked with the baseball players and the St. John St. Ben's track team to see exactly how this extended winter has affected their season thus far, and how they plan to proceed in the following weeks in order to catch up for lost time.
This season, the Johnnies baseball team was scheduled to break in their upgraded stadium. The stadium was built in 1984, and the upgrades include an artificial grass surface, a press box, and a brand new grandstand. Unfortunately, due to the ongoing inclement weather, the team has not been spending much time there. Instead, they've been spending quality time in the palestra. We talked with a member of the baseball team about how this has been influencing the team's outlook.
Yeah, it's been a hard 3-4 months. We've been in the palestra for God knows how long. We've just been itching to get out on the field, but the weather's not been cooperating, and can't control the weather, so we've just been working hard in here, just getting ready for the season, so hopefully we can get some games in this weekend.
3 of their games have been canceled. The most recent one was scheduled for April 28th. Currently, their record is 10-11. This week, they have 4 games. 3 of them are at home, and we wish them luck, and we hope to see people support them in the nice weather that is just around the corner. This year, the track teams were off to a great start, despite being indoors. The Johnnies have won their first meet of the season, and likewise, the Bennies have won their first 2. Senior Tyler Erickson is a sprinter for the St. John's track and field team. We had the opportunity to ask him about how the weather has affected the number of outdoor meets in this unusual season.
So we've had 1 outdoor meet at Hamlin. Okay. Everything else has been canceled, including our meet that we were hosting.
Right.
So we're enjoying it.
He also shared with us how extreme weather has influenced their training both indoors and out.
We're definitely sick of being inside. The workouts are tough, the air is dry, it's gross in there. We want to be outside just to actually get the real training in, have a full track, and we obviously want to have meets outside. Nothing inside counts towards NCAA, so that's kind of a bust for us if it's inside.
Yasin Williams and his Benny teammate gave us an update on how track participants have been coping with the wintry track conditions.
Well, as far as the snow, we have snowball fights, so that's kind of fun, but for hurdling, it's pretty slippery, which is kind of dangerous actually, but we do what we can.
Yeah, same for sprinters. It affected our performance because, for instance, when we run out 100 meters, we come out the block is slippery, or we'll go take off and the track is slippery, so we're slipping and it cuts our time. So.
Up to date, the Johnnies have had 2 meets canceled, while the Bennies have had 3 of their own competitions canceled. But that doesn't stop the teams from excelling. This past week, the Johnnies got second in both their track invitationals. We wish the Johnnies best of luck with the upcoming meet of the Saints, and know the Bennies will do well against the Tommies on May 1st.
All right, well, good luck to all the Benny and Johnny spring athletes, and we will cross our fingers and hope that good weather is just around the corner. Sports and clubs around campus are still moving forward despite this crazy weather. Next Monday, SJU Golf will have a home invite. At 7:30, there will be a jazz ensemble and combos concert. St. John's baseball team will first play Wednesday at McAllister and then again Thursday at St. Olaf. The St. Ben's track and field team will be competing Wednesday at Tommy Twilight. Dissipative Structures, a dance concert, will be held Thursday and Friday. Tickets are on sale now. The Johnnies track and field will be competing at Carleton both Thursday and Friday. The MIAC tournament is Friday for the St. John's tennis team, while it is the MIAC semifinals that same day for St. Ben's tennis team.
The Johnny golf team will play Friday at Gustavus. Also, there will be many student recitals coming up, so keep your eyes open for the different dates and times when you can support your fellow students. For more information regarding the times and locations of these events and more, visit the St. John's St. Ben's webpage.
This past Tuesday, Extending the Link held the premiere of their latest documentary, Kula.
Let's hear what Lindsay Gidding, one of ETL's directors, has to say about the recent production.
Extending the Link went to India this year. We were in Calcutta for 16 days. The logistical process behind that was completely student-run, as we are a student-run organization. We first went about selecting the team. In May, we selected the entire ETL team for the school year of 2012 and 2013. By June, we selected the topic. We had narrowed it down to 4 topics based on cost, based on alumni or school connections that already existed, and based on the topics as well. So from there, we sent the top 4 viable options to the team for a vote. After the team voted, it came out that the topic that received the most votes was India and the topic of mental health. They were coupled. We tried to make a shift this year to talk about the issue first before the country. ETL is not just about traveling, it's about exposing the issues and bringing it back to campus.
Wow. Now let's look at what Becca, the other co-director this year, has to say about ETL's history as an organization on campus.
Extending the Link started in 2007 when a group of students that were studying abroad in Guatemala saw that there was a need for fair trade coffee, and so one of the students just started filming and she brought it back, and it's been going ever since. The next year we were in Chile for microlending. The next year after that we were in Uganda for childhood households. After that we were in Nepal for sex trafficking, and then last year we were in Bosnia and Herzegovina for rebuilding after the genocide. And this year we went to Calcutta, India to present on the stigma against mental illness.
That sounds really inspiring. In fact, some artists have already been inspired by ETL's recent work. At the premiere, there was also an art gallery to showcase some work done by people with mental illness.
It seems that ETL has connections in so many areas. Not only have they reached out to the arts, but their members are politically active as well. Rachel Mullen, one of the 6 team members who went to India, just recently won the Truman Scholarship.
The Truman Scholarship is highly competitive and has not been awarded to a CSBSJE student in almost 15 years. We congratulate her on her award.
All in all, the ETL crew put in a lot of work this year, and it has really shown.
Go to our YouTube page to view Kula as well as the other past documentaries.
Another event has been talked about around campus is the City Council meeting last Thursday, and it looks like the controversy about the new ordinances is still not at rest.
That's right, Anna. Though the struggles to find a middle ground for students and city officials is still ensuing, it seems the students are cooling off about the placement of the new ordinances. However, if you are a part of one of the many Free St. Joe Facebook groups, you've probably heard about the City Council meeting that was held on Thursday, April 18th. For those of you who may have missed the Thursday meeting, Janie Gengel has a special report on the meeting to catch you up.
The usually empty seats in the small chamber where city council meetings are regularly held were full, leaving additional students standing in the hallway. Representing the College of St. Benedict and St. John's University were 4 senior Johnnies. They were given 15 minutes to present their 3 main points, as well as the issue regarding registering for kegs. Unlike the heated politics and a pint, council members and students participated in an open discussion. This meeting gave city officials a chance to explain their reasoning on their own turf and students a chance to demonstrate their true desire for change.
Great, thank you, Janie. Moving on to the ugly truth. Our reporters Kadrian Hill and Morgan Leedens took a more serious turn with this segment. Though we get 100 emails a day, emails titled Campus Safety Notices have caught the attention of many students. Since these emails have become more prevalent this semester, we wanted to take a look into some of the statistics of sexual abuse, where you can go for help, and what the students think about this sudden increase in alleged sexual assaults.
Thanks guys, I'm Morgan.
And I'm Kadrian.
This week's segment of The Ugly Truth revolves around the recent increase in alleged sexual assaults here on campus.
Many of you may have noticed an increase in emails regarding alleged sexual assaults.
These emails are delivered to the whole student body and are titled Campus Safety Notices.
Each email informs students when and where the sexual assault occurred, as well as if it was between students that attend St. Ben's and St. John's.
We decided to take a look at exactly what sexual assault is defined as and who it affects.
Sexual assault is considered a crime when a perpetrator knowingly causes another person to engage in an unwanted sexual act by force or threat. According to Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network, every 2 minutes, someone in the United States will become the victim of sexual assault. It is a common misconception among many Americans that women are the only victims of sexual assault, when in fact, 1 out of 33 men will be the victims of either attempted or completed rape, and 1 of 6 women will be the victims of attempted or completed rape.
These surprising statistics have made sexual assault more of a reality for all the students here at CSB SJU. With the increase in recent sexual assault reports, everybody is a little more concerned about their safety and the safety of the students here on campus. In this semester alone, there have been 4 reported sexual assaults. 3 of the 4 alleged sexual assaults occurred between a CSB and SJU student, and 2 of those 3 were on campus. Along with the vague details of these incidents, campus safety notices include tips for avoiding situations where sexual assaults could occur and provide resources for those affected by sexual assault.
In consideration of the recent incidents here on campus, we wanted to ask students their thoughts and opinions regarding the alleged sexual assaults. What advice would you give your fellow students to avoid situations where sexual assaults could occur?
The first advice I would give anyone is always be with somebody else at all times.
I would also say never put your drink down when you're at a party.
And lastly, always tell somebody else where you're going to be at all times. And if none of this works, you could always
stop at buzzed.
There you go.
I think the best thing is to kind of have like a 3-rule approach, like to be direct, honest, and respectful. So pretty much in anything you do, and especially when, you know, in a relationship or maybe not in a relationship, like are your actions direct, honest, and being respectful.
Anyone can become the victim of sexual assault. If you are ever sexually assaulted, report the incident. Tell someone you trust and make use of the resources here on campus. If someone tells you they are sexually assaulted, believe him or her. And also encourage him or her to not only seek help but also report the incident. Sexual assaults not only affect the victim but also those around them. Remember, no means no, and if you're still not sure, ask.
Thanks for that, Kadrian and Morgan.
Tune in next week to The Grind because it's gonna get ugly with the ugly truth.